everyone. So for maths today, you're going to need a pencil and a piece of paper, and we're going to be looking at estimating using addition. Okay, so hopefully it's going to let me share my screen with you. Share screen. There we go. So first thing I want you to do is we're going to round these numbers to the nearest 10. The first one I've done for you. So basically, when we're rounding to the nearest 10, we're looking at the multiples of 10 and we're deciding what this number is closest to. So 13, is it closer to 10 or is it closer to 20? Well, it's only 3 away from 10 and 7 away from 20. So we would round that number down to 10. So I want you guys now to round the numbers to the nearest 10. I want you to pause the video, and then when you play it again, I will give you the answers. Okay, off you go. So you should have had enough time now, and I am going to write them on my board. So 3 should have been rounded down to 0. Oh, I hope if I put it on a pen, Mrs. Wild. 3 would be rounded down to 0, 8 would be rounded up to 10, and 5 would be rounded up to 10. So remember, when it's in the middle, we round it up. So now we've got 323. So you were looking at just the numbers 23, and you are seeing that you would round those down to 320. Again, you're just looking at the number 46, you would round that up to 50, so it'd be 750. You'd look at these two, you're looking at 78, and you'd round that up to 80, so it'd be 580. And you're looking at the numbers 55, and because it's a 5, you'd round it up to 960. We're now getting a little bit more advanced. We're looking at our numbers, 4-digit numbers. So we're still, again, rounding to 10. You're just looking at the 2 last numbers. So 31 would round down to 30. So it'd be 3,230. It would be 5,450. So it'd round down. 74 would round down to 70. So it'd be 7,870. And then this one would round down to 90, so it'd be 9,890. Okay, hope you did well on that one. Let's have a look at the next one. So this time you're going to be rounding to the nearest 100. So what I want you to do is I want you to pause the video again. I want you to have a go at rounding them to the nearest 100. Bearing in mind you are now looking at the 3 digits, okay, especially looking at that 10. 1 there. Okay, that's going to be your idea of whether it's going to go down or whether it's going to go up. All right, so I'm going to let you have a go. I'll do the first one for you, shall I? 323. Well, it's only 20 away from 300, and it's 77 away from 400, so we'd round it down to 300. Okay, pause the video now, please. Off you go. Okay, that should have been enough time for you to have done it. So 746 would round down to 700. That one would round up to 600, up to 1,000. Now, we're looking at 4-digit numbers now. So again, you're still looking at this. Don't really be too put off by the 4th digit there for thousands. This one would round down to 200, so it'd be 3,200. Okay? This one, again, this one would round up to 500, so it'd be 5,500. This one here would round up to 900, so it'd be 7,900. And this one, I hope you got this one right, this would round up to 900, so it'd be 9,900. Okay, I hope you did those well. Let's keep moving on. So that is going to help us today. So sometimes I'm going to just move my camera so you can see me in the corner. There we go. So sometimes, guys, we need to solve number sentences, but we can do it by giving an estimation. So estimation basically means you're giving an educated guess. You are guessing what the answer would be, okay? So I'm not going to actually work it out. I'm going to round the numbers and then make an estimation using that, okay? So I've got 3,341, sorry, it's been a long day. 341 add 611, and I'm not going to add them together. I'm going to round them first to the nearest 10. So I'd round 341 down to 340 and 610 down to 611 down to 610. So again, I could say that this answer would roughly give me an answer of 950. That's nice and easy to add up. So this answer here is roughly 950. Down here, you could round them even further. You could round them to the nearest 100. So 341 would go to 300. 611 would go to 600. That gives me the answer of 900. And I could say that I estimate that this number sentence would give me a number around 900. Okay? And that's how we're going to look at it today. So here we've got the next one. Let me pop it on. Come on. Thank you. 775 add 228. So round it to the nearest 10. 780 add 230. Well, that's still quite a challenge one to do in your head. So let's round it again further. We can round it to the nearest 100. 800 add 200. Well, that's an easy one. What's the answer? 1,000. You know that. Because 8 add 2 is 10. So you're just going to make it 1,000 times bigger, 100 times bigger. 800 add 200 is 1,000. Okay, so I know that the answer here is roughly 1,000. It's roughly 1,000. That's my estimation. Okay, so have a look. I've rounded these numbers. I've rounded them up. On the left-hand side, they're the number sentences as they are. On the right-hand side, they've been rounded. I want you to pause the video and I want you to have a go at matching the number sentence to the best rounded number sentence. Okay, pause the video now and off you go. Welcome back. I hope you paused it. Let's have a look at the answers. So have a look, mark your work now. Did you get your number sentence to the correct rounded number sentences? Give them a check. I hope you did it. If you did a really good job, give yourself a pat on the back. If you tried, give yourself a pat on the back. Remember, you are awesome. It's okay. Mistakes are good. They help us to learn. That's it. So we are now going to round these numbers. So we've got 398 add 311. So I'm going to do this one first. You're going to listen and watch, and you can do the next one by yourselves. So I'm going to round to the nearest 10 first. Okay, so 98 would round up to the next 100. So it would be 400 add 310. Okay, now I'm not actually putting the answers in yet. I'm just rounding them. I'm just rounding the numbers. So then I've got round to the nearest 100. Well, 398, 90 is nearer to 400, so it'd be 400, and then the other one would round down to 300. So I would say that the answer to this number sentence would roughly be 700. Okay? Let's have a look at the next one. So I want you to have a go now. I want to see if you can round this to the nearest 10 and then to the nearest 100. Okay? Pause the video now, please. Off you go. Have a go. Okay, so let's see if you got them right. So it should have been 420 and 600. And it should have been 400 and 600. Okay, I hope you're getting an idea of what we're doing now. Pause the video again and solve this one. Off you go. Welcome back. Let's have a look. So the nearest 10. So that one's going to go up. Yeah, so it's going to be 570. Add, that one goes down, 230. And then I'm going to round to the nearest 100. So that's going to go up to 600. And that's going to go down to 200. So again, this answer is roughly around 800. But I don't need an actual answer. It's an estimate. Now, I've put a model on my board for you. So on your paper or in your books, copy the model. You'll see how I've done the actual number sentence. I've then rounded it to the nearest 10. So round to the nearest 10. And then I've rounded to the nearest 100. I've not actually put any answers in. I've just shown the rounding. Okay. And again, too, I've got the actual number sentence, round to 10 and round to 100. Okay. So pause the video, copy the model onto your paper. So this is your independent task now. You have got to round these numbers to the nearest 10. So round to the 10 and then round to the 100. They're on the board. I want you to pause the video though, because if you pause it, you'll be able to see it for as long as possible. So pause the video, solve them, and then come back for the answers. And let's see how you've got on. Okay, welcome back. The last time. Let's check your answers. Have you rounded to the nearest 10? Did you round to the nearest 100? Have you got those answers? Have you got 440? Have you got 380? Have you got 400 and 400? If you have managed to do that, you can give yourself, so don't forget to tick your correct answers. Give yourself a big smiley face and a really good well done. If you've struggled with any of this and you've now understood it seeing the answers, that's great too. But if you're still a little bit unsure, you know where my email address is and you can send us an email, okay? We'll see you on the Zoom meeting if you're in my class, and if you're watching this off YouTube, I hope you're having a really good day. And remember, you are awesome. Thank you for watching.